Hello everybody, picked up this about a week or so ago, Swedish M40 stainless steel Trangia set. Usually you can only find these on eBay or various other places, private sellers, if you know where to look. I actually got this from an army surplus store and they've got others in stock. So I thought I'd share with you today where you can get these from, because I know a lot of people out there would really want the stainless steel version. But before I do that, I was going to tell you a tool story. So if you're not interested in the tool story, that's fine, skip ahead and I'll tell you where you can get these later on in the video. But if you're interested in the tool story, stick around, as it might make you chuckle. I was up on my garage roof and I had this little boy there, and he was buried in like that, and it was annoying me, and I couldn't pull him off, and I was like, for crying out loud, I need something to pull this off. So instead of getting down off the garage roof, as luck would have it, my partner was out in the garden, so I shouted down to her, can you get me something that I can pull this out of the garage roof with? And she said, yeah, sure, no problem, what do you need? Now I couldn't get a hammer in there because this was right up in the corner and there's no way I was going to get the prongs of a hammer through there to pull it out because of the awkwardness of where it was. So I said to her, just go in the garage, there's a little tool right there, get me something to pull the nail off. The first thing that came in my mind, which I knew was visible, I said, go and get the pump pliers. And she goes, what do they look like? I said, well, they're long and they've got a thingy on the end which they can grab and they can pull this off. So she goes into the garage and she goes, is this it? And this is what she pulled out. Yep, a spirit level. And I suppose in a way it would make sense to her. It's a long thing and there's a hole at the thing. I don't know what she was thinking of, to be honest. So I was like, oh my word. So I was still smiling at the time through gritted teeth, and I said, no, that's fine, I'll come down and I'll go and get what I need, the pump pliers. And she goes, no, tell me what it is, I'll get it. I said, alright then. She goes, what does it look like? So I said, it's got a long rubber handle and it's got a grabby thing at the top, and that will sort of take the nail out when I hook onto it and pull it out. Alright, she goes. So she goes back in the garage. So I'm waiting up on top of the roof and I am quietly screaming inside. And I'm like, oh, for goodness sake, I wish I'd have just come down and got it myself. But I thought, no, I'm going with it. And she's been really helpful, so I'm really grateful of the kind of assistance. So she comes back and she goes, is this it? And I'm thinking to myself, for crying out loud, how the hell am I going to take that out with that? I mean, it's like, you know, adjustable spanner. And I'm like, no. I said, it's a long handle and it's got a grabby thing at the top, and it's bent on the end. That's all I could think of. I said, it's bent on the end. So she goes, alright then, I'll go and have another look. A couple of minutes later she comes back and I'm thinking, oh god, what's she got now? And she comes back and she goes, is this it? I said, yeah, that's it, thanks very much. She goes, for crying out loud, why didn't you tell me? It was the dinosaur. And I'm like, for goodness sake. So now that is the dinosaur. So now I got to rename all my tools, so that she understands which one's which. That's no longer pump pliers, that's a dinosaur. What can we... Alright, it's a flat banana. So if I ever need a spirit level, I'll say to her, oh, can you go and get me the flat banana, please? That'll work. I got no idea. If anybody's got any idea what animal name we can give to this, or what name we can give to this, so if I ever need it, she'll kind of understand, go straight to it, what I want. Then please let me know, leave comments underneath, and I'll gradually rename all my tools as animals or things like that. So today's top tip for the tool story: if you ever need to pull a nail out and you want your pump pliers, or you want to do a bit of plumbing and you want your pump pliers, just ask for the dinosaur. So there you go, tool story over. Let's get back to this. I couldn't believe this actually. On the internet I was looking, and it was just random. I was looking on a military surplus site, as you do when you're a bit bored, you know. You start with the news on the internet and then you just move on to other things, and whatever, before you know it you're looking at Amazon, eBay or whatever. Army surplus store, new in stock, and I'm like, ooh, really? You're kidding me? No, I wouldn't usually buy a second-hand saucepan. I mean, actually I wouldn't buy a second-hand saucepan. If you go out somewhere, I wouldn't go, wow, second-hand saucepan, I'm buying that. But this stainless steel Swedish M40 with a stiff lid. Just a sec, it's really awkward for me. Oh, there we go. Just pretend I didn't do that bit, I just went ta-da. I know that these do have tight fitting lids. Stainless steel, you can tell the stainless steel, it's got the single band there, and also it doesn't have rivets. Military surplus, looks a bit rough on the outside, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Army surplus, Swedish Trangia, stainless steel, 44 quid. I'm sure it was 44 quid. Sorry, I lied to you, it was actually £49. There we go. Got it from Military Mart. I've got no affiliation to these people, by the way. I don't know who they are really. I bought stuff from them before, but that's as far as it goes. And oh, there we go. So I don't know who they are. I'm not selling for them in any way. It was just the fact that I saw these stainless steel, and I thought there's a lot of bushcrafters and that would give, maybe not an arm, but maybe give away a child for one of these, because they are fantastic bomb-proof collector's items, and looked after, these will last another lifetime. So there you are, it was actually $49.99. If we click on it, they've still got them in stock as at today. So I didn't think anybody would get these in stock ever again because of the rarity of them. Obviously they've got a job lot. Like I said, I've got no affiliation with these people whatsoever. I just know that people out there would really like to get their hands on one of these, and they're usually really expensive. I do have another stainless steel one, it's in better nick, but it cost me a lot more money. Quality wise, what you're getting for your $49.99, plus I think it was like £4.50, $4.99 for package and posting. You get your lid or frying pan, whichever you want to call it. There's a certain amount of rust on there, but it's not the end of the world. That's all going to clean up nicely. Perfectly serviceable. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I think it's all grade A. Your main pot, again, it's a bit rough looking. What do you expect for its age? Your 3 crowns on the front, it's all genuine stuff. I've got no idea where they got the job lot from. Spirit bottle, the spirit, the bottle that comes with it. I'm not sure if you can see that. It says 0166, so I think that's a 1 or a 2. I go for a 1, so that's like January 1966 for the bottle. So Nothing wrong with it. Not even sure it's been used, to be honest. It's just a bottle. There's thousands of these about. You can get these just about anywhere, but it's nice to have that. You also get the burner with it. There's no date on the burner. You've just got the Trangia mark underneath. Obviously you can see it's been used, and you got your 3 crowns on there. Inside he's clean, he's perfectly usable. So I believe they check the seals as well, but it's not the end of the world if the seal breaks. You can always get another seal and put it in there. And then I'll move this out of the way. Obviously the windshield, aluminium. This one, like a lot of others, dated 1967, sphere with the 3 crowns on. Inside everything's perfectly functional and usable. A little bit of rust, but what do you expect? A little bit of rust on the pot stand riser. Everything functions perfectly on it. Can't fault it. There we go. All it needs is a really good clean, and you're good to go. Obviously, if you was cooking, I'd probably put the lid on that way round to keep it away from everything. If that was super clean underneath, also put it that way. Use it as a lid. Anyway, that's pretty much about it on that. Like I was saying, if you're in the market for one of these, military mark, they've got them in stock. By the way, move these out of the way. With this, put some comments down below. Would you leave it like this and just clean it up, or would you get some paint stripper, take all this paint off and all this paint off, and then just clean it up and have the bare metal stainless steel? What would you do? Any advice? Any thoughts out there? I'm tempted to try and take all this paint off, because I'm going to use this one quite a lot. This is going to be my usable Trangia, and I think it looks a bit shit really with all that paint on there, and I don't know if it's toxic in any way when you set fire to it. I've got no idea. So I was seriously thinking of stripping it all off, bringing it up nice and shiny, and going on from there. Anyway, hopefully this has been of some use to you, and good luck if you're thinking of getting your hands on one of these and they actually have them in stock. If you're probably watching this in, say, December 2020, they probably would have all gone. Anyway, that's pretty much about it. Don't forget, subscribe if you haven't already done that. I'd really appreciate that. Give me a thumbs up if you think the information's useful, and also give me a comment on what you think I should do with the paintwork on this, and any names for me adjustable spanner. Remember, bearing in mind, that's a dinosaur. Catch you later, everybody. See you next time.